Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to another match in Heroes of the Storm with me, your host Max, here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel. So in one of the previous matches, we had Hanzo, a ranged assassin, on our team. Hanzo has been added all the way back in December 12th, 2017, and yes, I still recall the game how it was before any of the Overwatch characters have been added to the game. But because I saw that the Hanzo on our team was using a really weird build, I decided to show off a build which you might consider if you would decide to try your luck with the game. So Hanzo has a couple of abilities and we're gonna go over them. Now Q is his straight shot. The longer you keep charging this, the longer the arrow will fly. We're gonna focus on the scatter arrow. So with Hanzo being added to the game, a major rework has been added where all the corners and all the edges are highlighted so that you know from which angles you will bounce off your arrows in what direction. And this is where Hanzo can be really tricky to play, especially considering when you do a scatter arrow build. However, if you do this build, you will be quite self-sufficient in clearing out enemy camps to help push the enemy lines and clearing out minion waves. So that is why I want to go with this build, and we're gonna see how it's gonna work out. Hanzo has also Sonic Arrow. Now this is a scouting ability where Hanzo is able to shoot out a arrow into the bushes or somewhere where the fog of war is located, and therefore give him awareness of what's happening. His trait is natural ability. This allows Hanzo to jump into the heights and theoretically even traverse terrain and escape danger. But it's really difficult to make it work every time. I have had some instances where I have been almost at the edge. I wanted to jump off, but any sort of stun or interrupt might actually slow you down, stop this natural ability from triggering, and therefore you might be killed. Then we have the heroic abilities as well. We're gonna focus on simple geometry build, and this is gonna allow our scatter shot to become much more deadly, and eventually when we get, for example, piercing arrows, this is gonna allow the arrows to fly through the enemies and keep hitting multiple objects or multiple targets simultaneously and deal even more damage. So I hope you are ready for another fun match. I'm gonna try to not suck because Hanzo is really difficult to master, and of course because these are not your professional walkthroughs, I have tried to actually prepare a match, but unfortunately OBS decided to screw up my microphone setting, and so I lost like a whole day of recording for things, which really sucks because I had some fun stuff ready. But we're gonna see if I will be able to recreate the moments, and we're gonna just have some fun here on the channel. So we're gonna jump in. Hopefully I'm gonna get something else besides the Tomb of Spider Queen, because I feel like that's the only freaking map on rotation. But let's just jump into it, see what's gonna pop out, and let's see if we can have some fun.
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
And so we find ourselves on the Sky Temple. We're gonna go with simple geometry, and as you can see, the edges are clearly highlighted for Hanzo's purposes so that he can be more proficient. Now, our team consists of me, Zagara, Ragnaros, Mei, and Anduin. Enemy team consisting of Murden, Uther, Kaltas, Tychus, and Thrall. This is going to be really difficult to go against the enemy team, considering the fact that both Murden and Thrall are able to stun and root in place. So trying to actually control some of these points might be extremely difficult to pull off, just considering the fact of how tricky it might be since we do not have a proper tank in our team. And so trying to move in, trying to deal some damage here, trying to see what can be done. Uther should be our priority because he is the enemy healer. We're able to punish him there quite hard. I don't want to overextend too damn much because I can get caught off, and that would be the most unfortunate thing. So hopefully someone is going to move onto the bottom lane so that we can start soaking that sweet EXP. And I'm gonna stick at the top here and see what can be done. See if Tychus is gonna try to push up against me. We're gonna punish him really badly for doing something like that. If he would have had his full health, go nuts, I would probably end up dying, but don't go against Hanzo if you are low on health and stand close to a goddamn wall. That's just a guarantee to get your ass killed. So we're gonna try to keep sustaining the top lane. I do not want to push out too much. Now, thanks to our scouting ability, Hanzo is able to keep an eye out. And since we have control over this, we do see if enemy would try to push in against us. But we have enemy Uther and to help out with the lane, so I don't want to really lose this scouting option here versus Tychus. Unfortunately, missing my ability there. He was able to push off the friendly mate with a grenade, but we're just gonna keep on pushing here and see if the enemy Uther is actually going for the build which will give him sustainability. Yeah, Uther is going for the ability which is able to grant him mana, so we are gonna have to watch out and not let him keep punching stuff all willy-nilly. Our sippy cup is not yet clear, so we're gonna have to go. This is our trade. It allows us to jump over terrain and theoretically escape danger in case someone would decide to close in the goddamn distance. I really want to focus on Tychus, but it's really difficult as is. We're gonna try to attack him like this. We were able to clear out the minion lane. We are able to connect that shot. We have quite a long time before the sippy cup is able to be usable. It looks like mate tried to sneak up on the enemy Tychus, but unfortunately it did not really work out. We have to be also careful with Hanzo, especially considering the fact that at level 7 is when we reduce the mana cost for our scatter shot. So until then, Hanzo can become quite mana hungry, and if you do not manage to actually manage this, you can run out of mana and become completely unusable. Think of like Hawkeye during the first Marvel Avengers Assemble movie, when he like fires 12 arrows and there's like 200 aliens all over, and he's like, well, I'm going home now. So yeah, we're gonna try to prevent that, and we're gonna try to join in on the brawl. Unfortunately, trying to bounce off these arrows is gonna be quite tricky. I'm gonna pop out the arrow over here to see if nobody's hiding here. We're gonna try to get Kalthas, and in combination with Zagara, we're able to get a decent kill there. They're all able to actually stun us, root us. If you manage to hit the arrow before it actually bounces off a wall, it will just hit the target and not do the scatter effect which you are hoping to achieve. I really don't want to touch on Thrall's abilities up close and test them for myself. He can really punch out some serious quantity of damage. We're gonna try to punish enemy Tychus, unfortunately not able to land all the shots. Thrall still remaining in the battle, hoping to do God knows what. We were able to take Thrall out of the equation. We are able to help Zagara secure another kill thanks to the scatter shot. We're gonna go with Never Outmatched. This is gonna reduce the amount of mana required to actually keep spamming the ability, and also we are now much more proficient at clearing out the camps so that we can push out the lanes. We see that the enemy is trying to rotate over here. We're gonna pump out the arrow over in here. We're gonna try to use the scatter arrow. We're able to help take out the enemy Uther. This is gonna help us out, unless Thrall will decide to pick up a talent that will help him to manage his self-sustain. We need to be careful here on what we do. I really should not be focusing this dude. I should be rather focusing on Kalthas. Unfortunately not able to land the arrow where I needed it to land, but we're gonna keep on pressuring the enemy. We're gonna try to make sure I do not die here from Kalthas's fire attacks. We're gonna go back home, or theoretically we can still apply some pressure here. Able to finish off our quest. Really nice, really nice. I really don't want to. Okay, so Alduin healing us. Awesome. We're gonna keep on punching through the lane. We're gonna see if we can pressure the enemy Uther. I really have to be careful against Muradin. Nobody is soaking the goddamn bottom lane. It's like a constant problem which I keep having in matches as of late. So that is why actually getting the footage for the channel sucks to be lost, as yeah, trying to recreate some cool ass matches can be extremely difficult, considering that I have had times where a person gets killed after like 5 minutes and they call it like quits, like good game already, and they just don't want to play anymore because their ego got hurt. And this is where probably the toxicity of how the players can react to what people are doing in these sort of MOBAs can start off. Okay, we're gonna start rotating because enemy Thrall and Kalthas are pushing quite hard on our camp here. So we're gonna try to protect those towers and see what can be done. I will try to bounce off the arrows and see if I can actually hit Thrall. Unfortunately, unable to connect the shot. It just was not meant to be. It would have been a really awesome kill though. We're gonna help to pressure this camp so that we clear it out. We're gonna go with Dragon Strike. This summons a pair of Spirit Dragons to damage enemies in a straight arrow. So if there are locations where the enemy might be running away theoretically from you, this is where this ability shines, because you keep pushing out the damage like crazy against them, and it's extremely beneficial. Uther able to help fulfill his quest is really bad because he is gonna be more mana self-sufficient and therefore be able to keep pumping out the heals. Now, of course, I had even potentially a video for him ready, but we will never know now. It looks like enemy is rotating already to the bottom here, so I have to be extremely careful so that they don't decide to do something like that. I'm gonna escape this, and that is exactly what I was hoping to prevent. The natural agility able to prevent me from being stunned and potentially taken out by the enemy team. In a couple of moments, we're gonna have our CP cup. We're gonna keep doing this. We're gonna pop in that arrow, see what's happening over there. I do want to make sure to not be taken out by enemy Thrall or potentially stunned. We're gonna jump away and put some distance in between us. I really need to land that scatter shot properly, but it's really difficult at this angle. Ragnaros using his lava to clear the lane of the enemies. I'm trying to figure out where my scatter shot would be most effective. We're just gonna fire up the ability over here, and as long as they stay within its confines, they're gonna be taking a crap ton of damage from it, and we are able to just keep on pressuring the enemy team. Looks like they still have 2 players on the map. I'm gonna have to jump off in order to not keep getting stunned here. I do want to focus on the enemy Kalthas so that we can theoretically kill him and leave only Muradin alone. Really nice damage there, really nice. I have to be careful because it takes a while for my ability to kick in. We cannot be just jumping over the terrain left and right, so we need to be careful when it comes to that. But we were able to pressure the enemy team, eventually gather this. We're gonna go with Feet of Foot. Stormbolt grants movement speed, so when we are attacking, we're gonna get a slight movement boost, which might help us escape because not all heroes move at the same pace. Trust me, I have on many occasions been complaining that how the hell is it possible that he was able to catch up to me so goddamn easily. We're gonna pop up our ability. Unfortunately, Kalthas was able to dodge it. Most unfortunate. I was really hoping he's just gonna run away from it and be potentially killed. So now we have to wait for another 50-something seconds before we are able to use the ability once more. May pushing in might be a bit more dangerous versus the combination of Uther, Muradin, and also Kalthas, so we're gonna try to make sure that she will not die there, and we're gonna keep on pressuring the enemy and keep on shooting those arrows and see what can be done. I really don't want to be stunned by the Muradin. We're gonna wait for him to jump, unfortunately landing the shot incorrectly, not able to land it, and it looks like Tychus is in his Odin, so we are gonna have to try and make sure that he does not kill us. It looks like they were able to get the camp, which is most unfortunate since we were right here with them, so we should have tried to prevent it. I do not want to take unnecessary damage, and am I gonna be able to jump away? No, I was unfortunately not. Brawl doing a good job, and me forgetting to scout out what might be happening. Mei is definitely gonna have to escape if she's gonna be even able to. Looks like with combination of abilities she was able to pull back. Ragnaros pushing the lanes back with his lava is gonna at least help us out, but the worst thing is you don't get any EXP by doing this. You just push out the lanes back, and if the enemy heroes is standing inside of the lava, it just will tickle them. It really has to take like a really stupid person or something in order for you to theoretically die in the row, because you have to keep standing in the lava lane and just keep on taking the damage. So something like I'm hoping to do, but unfortunately I lack the capability to be more proficient at it, but we will try to land the shot. At least so far we were able to help Zagara secure a couple of kills. Looks like enemy throw might be pumping or pushing the lane with Uther towards us. We're gonna keep on clearing this place. As you can see, Hanzo was able to clear out these smaller statues rather easily. Enemy has the bottom, we have the top. We're gonna have to make sure to keep it secured. With Ragnaros's help, we're gonna try to do so. We're gonna go with Piercing Arrow. This is the talent which I talked about. So now if we use the scatter shot, the arrows will not disappear after the initial strike. It looks like Throw really wants to play rough with me. I don't understand as to why, but okay, we're gonna punish him for this. And we're gonna try to move on down over to the boss, which the enemy team is currently trying to secure. So we're gonna mount a horse and we're gonna try to prevent this from happening. We're gonna put the talent to go through here and hope that they are gonna keep standing there like a bunch of dummies and just keep taking the unnecessary damage. Able to help get a double kill thanks to a plethora of help from my team. I'm gonna steal the boss from Uther here. We almost managed to get the damn talent or the camp, but we were able to successfully prevent it. So really good job there. Really finding a good angle to land that successful shot helped us clear this, and we are now going to be able to put some serious pressure onto the enemy camp because most of their team is literally gone. So we have a unique ability to keep pressuring the camp, keep trying to take out the towers, keep trying to do what can be done. Unfortunately, the scatter shot is not the best when it comes to clearing out the enemy buildings. Not able to land that shot quite well, which is most unfortunate. If he's gonna be able to, damn it, I was not able to clear this, so I'm gonna just try to do this. He's gonna be standing in it, and with help of Zagara, we were able to kill Thrall. So really good job there, really nice. Now the enemy is starting to respawn, so it's dangerous to keep standing here. So we're gonna try to return to the temples and see what can be done. Trying to use the scatter shot. Looks like our team is actually trying to contest the camp right now, which is really dumb, and we would really appreciate their help here. I moved them way too close in order to get some damage, and that is really stupid. Need to escape from Tychus's punishment there. I'm gonna try to use the scatter shot, and we were able to help Ragnaros secure a kill on the enemy Tychus. Really nice. In 15 seconds we have our Dragon Strike available. I'm gonna try to punish Murden here because he's standing so goddamn close. Unfortunately, that Q did not manage to land. We're gonna go with Dragon Awakens and empower our ability even more. The temple is currently unoccupied, so I'm gonna actually jump in. And once you start to trigger the temple, it doesn't really matter if you are able to clear out these statues. They're just gonna keep on pumping out and eventually keep triggering. So depending on how long does it take you to clear this, the more enemies you might be facing against. But as you can see, Hanzo clearly not a pushover. We need to, however, be careful with his HP and how much he is taking it in the beautiful pretty face of his. We see that the enemy might be rotating here. I'm going to use the scouting arrow, and it seems like I was correct to assume that the enemy might be rotating over here. I'm gonna try to help Ragnar to stay the hell alive, because this would be most unfortunate if we were to lose him. It looks like Ragnar is going for his specialized ability. Are we gonna be able to help secure the kill? Yeah, we were able to somehow steal it from May, but really good collaboration there on our end. Now we're gonna have to try and keep this alive. We're gonna have to make sure that we do not take unnecessary damage because the enemy is grouped up. I'm gonna go and pop in the ability, secure another kill for our friendlies, and get another kill for us and help improve our overall score. Able to hit there. I'm gonna try to step aside from the Zagara so that she does not get killed. I was able to take out these two guys. Am I gonna be able to follow in and take out Tychus too, or am I not gonna be able to do so? Nice, really nice. We're gonna follow in with Kaldas and try to kill the poor fella with our Dragon Breath, and there goes the triple kill. Holy crap. Okay, this is turning out even better than I expected, and with that triple kill, we managed to secure the amazing victory for Hanzo.
Was never in doubt.
Oh, cool! I got MVP. Oh yeah, nice. Really good collaboration with the team. I was really afraid there for what Ragnar and the enemy. Oh my god, I totally just forgot his name. For the enemy merchant might be capable of pulling off. So of course, yeah, that's that. Now this is the build which I did. This is the simple geometry build. It pretty much follows the same stuff. You just keep on landing the scatter shot as much as you can, and then you try to focus on Dragon Strike. The other heroic ability for Hanzo can be also useful as it flies through the entire map, and theoretically you can entrap some sort of thing which is happening somewhere, like if you were trying to harvest the seeds or pick up the curse mark. But honestly, I do prefer the Dragon Strike. I was even able to find the similar build on actually Heroes of Fire, so I'm gonna try to leave the link to that for you to check it out in case you would feel inspired and want to try it out. So that will be Hanzo. A really fun character, really difficult to master. He even has this awesome Rambo skin, and yeah, so you can have lots of fun with him, but as you were able to see, I was not able to land all the skill shots, so I could have theoretically helped my team even more, but eventually I made up for it. And with that said, we're gonna leave this match, and hopefully you will consider to subscribe to see this noob play even more games and help me grow the community around the channel. And for more fun content, check out the channel. Link is in the description. I publish all sorts of fun stuff on a weekly basis. I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully I will see you all at the next one. I'm gonna kill myself if my microphone is gonna be again totally screwed up and I'm not gonna be able to use this match.